In working with Office 365, you're going to soon learn that Office 365 operates on what's called an Evergreen deployment model, which means they're always updating it. They're always adding new features and new capabilities to the environment. It's something that you kind of have to get used to, but you do have some control over when certain features get rolled out to your environment. Now that is to say, you can decide whether you want them as fast as possible or whether you want to wait and get them when everybody else around the globe gets them. In order to do that, you have to make a decision as to which feature release level you want your users on. We can actually control this right from the administrative portal. So inside the portal, if you wanted to change it, let's go and take a look. We'll actually go into what's called our settings icon here in the admin portal. I'll scroll down in that environment and I'm going to look on our organizational profile because we're trying to make some decisions about what's going to be pushed out for our company in terms of updates. We'll click on that. And then what you have is you have what's called your release preferences right here, right? We have the ability to go out there and make a decision for our organization as to the releases that we actually want. Let's go ahead and edit that real quick. I'll open it up and you'll see the three choices that we have. The first one is standard release. Under standard release, Microsoft will initially release an update, but it'll go out to those people that are part of first release first. When they get it, they'll have it for usually about 3 weeks before everybody else around the globe gets it. Standard release will get it after it's already been through the first release people, when they've already had a chance to play with it a little bit, right? So that is the default release level. But you could choose, you know what? We like a lot of the updates. We want them as soon as possible, and I want everybody in our organization to get them. If that's the case, I can go out there and choose first release for everyone. Right? And now, as soon as a release is available, we'll get it probably 2 to 3 weeks sooner than anybody else. Maybe they added a new capability in Yammer. They've added a new feature to Exchange. You'll get that initially before anybody else has it in their portal. Now, what most people will probably wind up doing is going instead with this last option here, first release for selected users. What you're saying is, look, I'm going to put certain people, usually my IT people, in the first release section. And they'll get those features, and that way they'll have a chance to work with them. They'll get used to those features for a couple of weeks before it starts getting rolled out to everybody else in the organization. And that way you have some people on first release and others actually working on standard release. So having chosen that, I'll then click the next button there and then say, are you sure you want to change the first release for the selected people? Yes. And then I would have to go out there and select who I want to actually get the first release. So I can go in there, and for now we'll just say Ethan's going to get it. We'll save Ethan, and we'll put that in. And so now Ethan will get the updates 2 to 3 weeks before everybody else within the organization will actually get them.